Hello. All right. Happy Labor Day. Um, I figured Labor Day, maybe I shouldn't stream. Maybe everybody's out with their families, but I wanted to go through my rig and test some things out. So I figured, why not? I'll do it tonight. I'll be here. Even if there's two people, I will just be here and go through my thing and, check out my rig. So I changed a couple little things. One of those things being the bit rate. So the bit rate is different. So if it's laggy, tell me. And that would be something you could tell me in the chat. That would be very cool. Welcome to the Monday Night live stream. I'm here on the holiday anyway because we were around. We weren't doing much, and I figured why not go live, do what I always do on Monday. Thank you for anybody who's tuning in. Pat Ross, I saw your message. If you're in here, there's no PDF. We're using the book tonight. So if you happen to have the book, Filling in the Grooves, it has the play-alongs in it. If you don't have the book, the play-alongs are now individually available on Hudson Music Digital. So you can actually get the individual play-alongs. That one was called Waltz to the World by my band Giant Flying Turtles. I really love that song, and I don't know, I like playing it. Even though it's super simple, it's kind of got a dreamy feel to it. It is a vocal tune, by the way, so there's usually vocals in there, but I have the instrumental version for the book. Let me just check into the chat window real quick, and if anybody is, hanging out, watching, just chime in the chat. If you see me on Facebook, just say, hey, I'm on Facebook, I see you, or YouTube, because last week, I feel like it didn't go out to Facebook with Restream. Something weird happened. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it made it out to Facebook. So anyway, I see some things in the chat. Let me check in real quick. Again, man, anybody that's hanging out for my drum hang tonight, I really appreciate it. And this is going to be more of a drum hang. I'm going to play through some of the play-alongs and kind of talk about stuff, all things drumming, and perhaps I'll drop a couple technology tidbits here and there. And I want to talk about my website. There's a few things I want to talk about. But, definitely talking about some drumming as far as play-alongs are concerned and some stuff in the book. And also I'm going to talk about some sessions and upcoming streams. But let me check into the chat real quick. Yes, Mr. Patrick Ross, I'm sure you heard what I said. I couldn't find your stream on Facebook, said John Gill. No lag. Everything looks and sounds great. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. But if the stream is not on Facebook, that concerns me. I see you guys are all on YouTube. Why is it not going out to Facebook? So I have to look into that. Maybe it's not logged in. Maybe we're not logged in on Facebook through this Restream platform. Bummer. Well, I'm not going to stop the stream to fix it now. But I will fix it. I'm going to have to live stream tomorrow during the day and do some test streams. Lucia, what's up? I forgot to ask you yesterday, but what metronome app do you use? Oh, so I use Pro Metronome some of the time, but you know what I've been using lately that I really like, and I'll see if I could show it to you, is this metronome, which is called Click. And Click is very cool little metronome, and it's a visual metronome. But yeah, it's called Click, Lucia, so check out Click. Really fun metronome app that I really, really like. And also check out Synced, which is a chain metronome, which is really cool. You can make odd time chains and odd phrasing chains, all kinds of cool things. So chain metronomes are really interesting for using to work on various groupings and so forth and so on. So, did you know it says your start time tonight is 11 p.m. instead of 1 p.m.? What? Oh, instead of 7 p.m. Oh my God, really? Where does it say that? What is going on with Restream? I'm very confused. There is no PDF for tonight. I think I addressed that already. But, it is material from the book. So I just played Waltz to the World, which is in the extras part of the book. Extras. So I'm going to play through some of the extras tonight. That one being Waltz to the World. And actually, what I'll do is pull up the split screen so I can show you the book as I'm doing this. I don't know that I'll be able to turn the pages now because I left my monitor facing the wrong way. Oh no. Well, maybe I will. I'll try. Wouldn't that be funny if I just can't turn the pages? You know, I locked myself in here tonight, so it's very hard for me to get back and do this. Hopefully, I can get this together for you guys. And actually, I can tell if it's on there. Let's see. No, I'm on the wrong monitor. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I'm trying to get it together. So it doesn't always work. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. All right, I got it. I think I got it. Here we go. Yeah. One of a kind. And then over here would be Waltz to the World. Puffs of Smoke. I'm going to play Puffs of Smoke. Haven't played that one in a while. So I'm going to kind of go through some of these play-alongs and kind of talk about the process and what they are. I do want to, right before I do that, since I got the page set up, I can do this now. I'll just plug a couple of things real quick. So, by the way, I have my website's been updated. If you look up in this top corner, there's a little thumbnail of the website, and the link is down in this here scroll, and it's also in my description. My website is just jimtoscano.com. Pretty easy to find. I added some technology stuff for my technology peeps, and there's a technology section, and it says there's a part that says gear, and it shows all my tech gear, and I actually put in a few links to some of the main things that I use or some of the featured items that I use, but it breaks down like all the gear that's in my studio. And then I now added a blog to the website. So the blog is basically a technology blog, and I put in 3 posts so far since Saturday. Basically, one was saying, hi, this is my new blog, welcome, sign up, blah, blah, blah. The next one was talking about the changes that came down the pipe in Zoom. And the next one, which I actually did this morning, was just about if you're a teacher looking to do online lessons, what do you actually need to get started? So it's kind of like starter ideas, very simple, and I put some links to find some easy gear. And then I'm going to go into another blog post where I'll talk about sort of the next level when you get into bigger interfaces and more microphones and how to deal with that. So anyway, so that's kind of the updates on that. So my website is going by right now. If you like what I do, my virtual tip jar is up there. If you're interested in the book, you can follow my links to the book. There's all kinds of fun stuff. Follow me on social media. Sign up for my YouTube page and become a subscriber. All that good stuff. I got to say it, right? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to play through another track. And I haven't played this one in a really long time. And usually I'm playing this with vocals. So this will be interesting for me. But I'm going to play through Puffs of Smoke. And basically, I'm going to go through and kind of find, some of the ones that maybe I don't normally play on a regular basis, and play through some of these tunes. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to play right now, and then we'll chat in a couple of minutes here. Let me just go to the regular live screen, and I just noticed that I do have an overhead cam in here, but it's out of range of the picture, and I wonder if I can. No, I can't really do it on the spot. All right, we're going to go without the overhead. My apologies up front. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get this happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't shut off my voice mic, so hopefully that really didn't matter. So that was Puffs of Smoke from the Roger Street Friedman Band. My mouse must have went flying somewhere. Hope I didn't like hit that drum and make it go sailing away. I can't find my mouse. Where did it go? Oh, it's underneath the book. All right, anyway, what am I, what are you going to do? I'm just having fun tonight. So, back to live red. There we go. So, thank you again, anybody that's hanging out. I'm just playing some tunes, some play-alongs from the book, hanging out tonight with you guys. I'm going to be checking into the chat a bunch, talking about a few different items. And one of the conversations, by the way, is, for those of you guys that are interested in the technology thing, I keep bringing it up because I've been getting so many requests lately, but when to live stream the technology stuff. So, try not to conflict with my live streamer buds. I'm thinking about Monday afternoons, but then I'm doing Monday afternoon technology, Monday night drum set. Unless I do Tuesday afternoon, but then Kettner's on Tuesday night. I kind of want to take away from that. Wednesdays, it's usually Stanton Moore. I don't know if he's doing regular Wednesdays anymore. So I got to kind of think about this. Thursday nights, I do my hand technique workshop. I could do Friday nights. I could also do something over the weekend, but maybe Friday night should be technology night, like an early stream. I don't know. If you have an opinion about that, tell me in the chat because I'd love to hear what you have to say about that because it is such a part of what we're doing these days. I hope you guys enjoyed that tune from Roger Street Friedman from the last album, Shoot the Moon. Our new record is out right now called Rise. You can download that on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere. It's on vinyl and is amazing. If you go to rogerstreetfriedman.com, you can find, vinyl, and I think we got T-shirts and the other 2 records that we did. So there's all kinds of good stuff there. I'm going to check in with the chat and see what be happening. I am a lefty. And hey, Lucia. Yeah, I'm a lefty, and I'm a lefty by nature. When I was a kid, my parents tried to beat it out of me. No, actually, my mom's a lefty too. My dad's a righty. My sister's a lefty, and my mom. I will tell you though, there's a play along. I'm not doing it tonight because I didn't finish writing out the chart. I have just a lead sheet, but there's a thing called Ghidorah that Johnny Young and I wrote. And in that tune, I do, this is the main groove. So that's one of the open grooves that I use. So I do sometimes play open-handed ideas. I am not a fully open-handed player, obviously. Like if you watch the videos in my book, I'm playing open sometimes. I'm playing cross sometimes. It really depends on the tune. And it also depends on, what is being played in terms of the rest of the kit. Like sometimes if I'm doing, you've seen some of the layered ideas, right? So if I'm playing something like on this side, if I'm playing a pattern, and I have another pattern on this side, I might play open-handed, right? So that kind of stuff, like if I'm playing a layered thing. But like typically, like if I'm playing a funk, 8th note kind of groove or straight rock, I'll play crossed. It just feels good to me. I've been doing it my whole life. And yeah, sometimes I'll go to open-handed stuff. I do have some shuffles that I play open-handed in. If I'm playing 2-beat stuff, in the Turtles, we used to do a lot more 2-beat stuff. I will switch and play 2-beat from either side, that kind of thing. Yeah, man. So thank you for hanging out with me on this Monday night live stream and drum hang, where I'm talking about some of these play-alongs. So I really appreciate you guys popping in. I will actually break down a couple things, or talk about a couple things like that particular tune. When you look at that tune, let me go to the split screen for a minute. I'll come back to the chat soon. But if that particular tune, if you look at it, you would be like, hey, there's a lot of weird little things going on in there. So like, for instance, at the end of the verse, there's a bar of 5. You notice that when I did that stop, it's a bar of 5. But that's like it's just the way the phrasing worked out in the tune. So we weren't trying to be tricky. So we're coming along, we're playing pretty straight. I'll play the 2 bars before that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and then we play that little phrase. Right, and I tend to play sort of a bum. I use the toms for those accents and stuff. So yeah, so that bar of 5 thing is not meant to be tricky. It's just the way the phrasing worked out in the tune, and that happens every single time. I don't know if I could turn the pages, man. I'm so apologetic about that, but man, I can't see. Oh wait, maybe this will work. Oh, there we go. Look at that. There is something I wanted to kind of mention in this tune. Oh, look at that. I'm using the digital version of the book. You will notice that down here on this page that I'm showing, the 3rd line from the bottom, I played this long thing. I ripped that off of Liberty DeVito, 100%. Gotta give him props. Check this out. And it's from what's that? Out on the Borderline, Down on the Borderline. I forget the name of the tune, but you know what I'm talking about. So there's this whole build-up, dun, dun, 3, and I'm going 4 lines from the bottom, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So that whole thing I stole from Liberty DeVito, and I'm unapologetic about it because I've said it in the studio. We were working with Felix Mateague, rest in peace, Felix, and we we took it out. We edited it. We did an edit for the record. I think it's on the main record, but then we did a radio edit. I don't know, but we took it out because it's just too long. But we put it in for the play along because it's fun, right? So, and we're just basically playing flams, and Liberty DeVito played this almost exactly this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So I thought it was a lot of fun. It builds a lot of tension, right? Because you're like waiting, like what is he doing? So from that last thing again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So anyway, super fun. You know, all things drumming are fun, aren't they? I mean, when you put your, you try to put your stamp on things, sometimes we, as musicians, we steal. It's been done for decades and decades. You'll hear any jazz master talk about that stuff, right? You have to steal. All right. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play, because the next one is Shoot the Moon. It's from the same record. I'm just going to play through that, and then I'll check in with the chat. And what I'm going to try to do is turn the page. Well, you know what? I'll go to the chart. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can pull this off. If I can get the chart up. I'm on the wrong monitor. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna have to mess with that afterwards. Let me just play the tune down, and then I'll talk about that chart. So this one is Shoot the Moon, and then I'm gonna do a ballad. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Whoa, kick right into the next track. All right, thanks for hanging out for that. So Shoot the Moon, title track of Roger Tree Freeman's last record. Wow, that track's a lot slower than we do it live, I think. But yeah, so that's a fun tune, and I'm gonna try to share the chart right now if I can. But this is one of the extras in the book, and it's let me check by the chat as I go by. Definitely a fun chart to play, and it's got lots of like little. It's got lots of little horn things going on. Great horn arrangements by Jay Strauss, and those horn arrangements, are super fun to play with, especially live, which we got to do a bunch when this record came out. So, in fact, when we were starting to support this record, we did this great fun show opening for Los Lobos at the Bearsville Theater in Woodstock, which closed down at this point. But we came out with the horn section on that show, and when we did the Cutting Room, the album release, we had the full horn section, background vocals. We had like 14 people on stage. It was pretty ridiculous, but super fun. When you get to go out with a big band, and these days we go out as a trio, quartet, most of the time. And it's super fun either way. I can always watch the rerun if I have a gig. Had 3 last week. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Pat Ross. It's great to be out gigging again, right? I did a few recently myself, and it feels good to be out playing, man. It really does. Lucia, tell the family I said hi. Tell Lulu, tell Lena that I said hi too. Tech question: how are you streaming the audio tracks? iPhone into Mixer into Interface into OBS. That's one of the things I'll probably talk about in my tech streams, is how to bring in external audio and mix it in with everything. So I'm just bringing it in through an external mixer that I keep right here so I can play the tracks. Yeah, man. So all right, cool. I'm just gonna break this down just a tiny little bit if I can. I'll do this monitor split screen if I can get my mouse to show up on the other monitor. Oh, it'll be a trick. Yes, it will be a trick. I'm trying. I think I was able to do it just a moment ago. It's really, there it is. Now, let's see if we can turn this page. Oh, I zoomed out. Shoot the Moon, look at that. And then I can drag it around. I will tell you, man, the digital version of this book, of all the Hudson stuff, it's really great. The fact that you can drag it around on the screen and make it bigger. Anything that was on Kindle and iBooks before was terrible, but Hudson's platform is so great. The fact that you can zoom in, and I can play the track right from the embedded track inside of the page. The only thing is I wasn't able to control the volume from there. So if I play it there, the track is super loud, which may have helped me on that last one. But anyway, so Shoot the Moon, this one, it's kind of fun. Like I just wrote rock, slight swing and just put eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3, at 95 BPM. Right? So what I play for that is from the top. We do this little pickup with the bass, right? So, boom, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So. And sometimes live I'll do, if we're playing that like in a venue, I'll play the intro groove both times. But on the record, the second time at bar 5, I went to that straight groove. So once you're into the verse, it's the same kind of feel. I just ghost a bunch in that. One, two, three. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. Now, so that could just be 2 bars of 4, but the phrase feels like 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And I go to that sort of pseudo reggae-ish thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and even though we're playing 2 and 4, it just ching ta ching ching ta ching, right? So we do that, and then you'll notice that down at bar 26 we do that little half-open funky thing, which my guitar player came up with, because he's playing a little strummy thing there. So we change it. So if I was at 22, I'd be going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and that. So then it goes to that chorus, and that's the chorus groove that I use. Is like the same kind of thing as the little pre-chorus, but I'm going. And I'm sort of playing same rock ghost notes, but just up on the hi-hat. All right. So there's a lot of this little 2 4 6 4 2 4, which is 8. I know, but that's the phrase. And then let me see if I could and then I guess, you know, the only other thing, there's nothing really tricky about that one, but the only other thing I'll mention is get the mouse up to the page. Yeah, I did it. I know it's ridiculous. This last page right here. Drag it over there. What's kind of cool is, and this was, you know, something we came up with, and then the horns grabbed it. At the end of the tune, you know, I go back, it says a reintroduction. So I go back to the band, and then at the very end, we have that little bop, 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 bop. So sometimes I'll play what I did tonight, real simple. Right? But sometimes I'll do this. I'll go. So I kind of make it feel like a little displaced groove. Either way, as long as you know, keep it in the pocket for the band, you know. You know, either way, it's kind of fun to play. Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna see if I can go back, because I'm gonna play another one, and I'm gonna check the chat one more time. And I'm doing these extras. Oh, I wanted to do the ballad, and that's called "Not Your Grandma's Waltz." So I'm actually going to scroll the pages back. 6 and 1/2 dozen. I've played that a bunch of times on the show. It's actually my intro music. Here's Not Your Grandma's Waltz, which, let me just see something. Yeah, there's like, I'm not going to put the whole thing up, but I'll keep this up while I play. Let me just check the chat real quick. This is from Giant Flying Turtle's last record. The new one is crazy. We're still working on it, but it's really going to be good. Super fun. By the way, if you like what I do, my virtual tip jar's up. If you're watching and you're new, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry this is on Facebook tonight, which something is gone awry. I got to fix. I was going to live stream earlier to check that, and I didn't. I rolled the dice, and now I'm paying for it. All right, so Let me see. Live stream and chat. Let's check in real quick. John Gill says he has the digital version of the book, and the audio and video examples included on the page are great. Oh, thank you, man. And you know, oh yeah, thanks, man. You know, working with the notation, as far as the Hudson platform is great. It really is, man. So if you guys are looking for new things, or the digital version of my book, I highly recommend getting it that way, because it's just so nice having this stuff embedded right in the page. Maybe I'll show how that works at some point. Lena enjoys the streams. Awesome. That's so great. Thank you, guys. I'm going to keep things rolling. I'm actually going to play Waltz of the World, which is, it's a ballad, and it's actually, it's really very simple. It's a rock waltz. And the name of this tune is actually River Runs Dry, which playing live, I love playing this song live. I actually should really play to the vocal tune for you guys, but I'm going to do the chart from here. But it's really nice and super fun to play live. Let's see, monitor split screen. We'll do this. I just have to make sure I have it pulled up. I'm scrolling through my stuff. All right, let's see. Back to basics. I should do back to basics. I am going to do Ghidorah, but I'm going to actually dedicate a night to it, believe it or not. A whole night to playing Ghidorah. There's a reason. The click is a little annoying in this. All right. That was fun. So, not your grandma's waltz. It really isn't. I love playing that tune. And, it's a vocal tune. It's really emotional. I actually missed one of the build-ups. I was really bummed about that. I want to show you the part. It makes such a big difference. I don't know if I can actually cue that. Let me see if I can cue that up. Let me see if I scroll this. Can I do it? This might be it. Yeah, that. Because going into that little tender piano thing, that little piano melody, I build it dynamically as big as I can. So live, on stage, the bass player and I will always just go and just hit it as hard as possible and then come down to a whisper. And it's so effective, especially like when you're playing a venue and people are getting into it, which has been a long time. But anyway, and that little build, I might do it here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Really effective tension and release, right? So, yeah. So anyway, Not Your Grandma's Waltz. Really fun to play. If you have the book. I would love to hear people record the play-alongs. That would be so cool to hear that. Man, I would love that. So if somebody wants to make their own renditions of these, that would be so great to hear. I may have time for one more. I was thinking about. Well, anyway, I hope you guys like that tune. And all these different tunes in the book. Puffs, we did that. Let me see. I was thinking about doing One of a Kind. It's a little tricky with that track because it's so I just got to make sure I have a good volume and then I have the click. But that's a really fun one to do. I could do 6 1/2 dozen. It's right here. Let's see. I was trying to do the rock ones tonight. This is, what? I'll do this. I mean, I've played this one a bunch on here. I've played One of a Kind on here too. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I got it. It's in styles, right? Let's see. I got this. Don't worry. Don't you worry. We got you covered. No, I'm not doing the train tune. Not doing the shovel. I got this one. Here we go. All right, I'm going to do my Nolans one. And I'll actually end with this one. But super fun to go through the different styles that are in here. And I know, there's a boatload of books. Stanton's book is amazing, right? The Groove Alchemy book. There's so many things out there that are really good. But I hope that this adds something to your collection of play-along material and that you have fun with it. I would love to hear some recordings of different people playing this stuff. Let me check the chat real quick. I'm going to go out with that tune, and at the end of that, I'll basically, say my goodbyes. And thanks so much for hanging with me tonight. It really means so much, even on, on nights such as this. We're only on YouTube, apparently, perhaps Twitch. The Twitch, I don't really have a Twitch family, so I appreciate you guys coming into YouTube. Hudson has a 20% off special for Labor Day. Labor 20 is the discount. Do it. Oh, I wanted to mention also to everyone watching, Modern Drummer Festival live stream basically version of it coming up. Go to moderndrummer.com, get your tickets, support Modern Drummer, and there's going to be great players. It's going to be a wonderful thing. Dom Familero's really involved, and I probably am seeing. I would imagine. I just spoke to Dom the other day. I didn't. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not sure if he's emceeing the whole thing, but I would imagine he is. Modern Drummer Festival. Dom's definitely going to play. I know that. And great players on that. Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers is. Mike Portnoy. There's a bunch of people on there. So moderndrummer.com. Get your tickets for that. And thanks for popping in, Lucia and Patrick Ross and John Gill. And thank you for hanging, guys. My little live streaming family. And let me go to the split screen so you can see the little chart. And I'm going to play through this tune. I haven't played this one in a while. This will be fun. And I think it might be in the beginning of my list here. New Orleans style. Here we go. With intro click. Let's see. New Orleans style. I think this is the one. Let's see. We're good? All right. Thanks for hanging out tonight. That's the Nolan style. Play along from the book. thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And like I said, tonight I was trying to, basically make sure everything was functioning again, which it's not. So I got to go to check out what's going on Facebook. But thanks for hanging so much. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys on Thursday night when we do the lovely hand technique workshop, which will be on Thursday night. We got some fun new routines happening. I will be sending an update this week of that booklet, so do make sure you're subscribed. And if you are subscribed, you should get it in your email. And yeah, Pat, there are a couple things missing on the Alfred site. We're working on that. I promise we will get it. And the digital charts are in the book. So if you have the Alfred book, they're on the site. We'll have to talk about that. There's a little card in the back where you can bring up all the media. So I'm going to get rolling. Thank you for hanging out. Happy Labor Day. Pat, you and I will catch up outside of here about all of that. And thanks, everybody. Have a good night. And happy Labor Day. And I'll talk to you all soon.